Hello, I'm Kathy Bissell. Welcome to the Golf Show 2.0. This week, we want to introduce a man who's created a golf course for a new PGA Tour event, and that seldom happens. Gary, take it away.
Yeah, we've got Patrick Manning. It's the Black Desert Championship. And look, this is in southern Utah. Patrick, you got to tell us what makes this land unique, how you found it, what you're doing with it. And, eventually we'll talk about how you got a PGA Tour event, but tell us about this unique location and what you have going on.
Yeah, I'll just share real quick that when I convinced the PGA Tour, after telling me no 3 times, to come out and visit, we walked for 7 hours the course. The grass hadn't even totally grown in yet. And when we got to the 18th green, Steve Winslow with the tour, he announced that we were going to receive one by saying, Patrick, there are spectacular golf courses on the PGA Tour, and there are epic holes, but nothing will pop on national television like this one will. And but the reason for that, everywhere you look on this land, it's magical. Everywhere you look, north, south, east, west, you get a different landscape, a different geology, a different color. And the reason for that is the Black Desert Resort is sitting on the only spot in the whole United States where 3 major ecosystems converge in one spot. And so we have the benefit of the Mojave Desert, the Colorado Plateau, and the Great Basin all coming together right in one spot. And they all bring their own fun colors and geology to the party. And so that's why we have such a unique spot with black lava beds and red rock towering cliffs, and of course the greens and the white bunkers and the blue skies. And it really is a beautiful spot.
I didn't know there was lava, like black lava, like you see in Hawaii, in the continental United States. I was really amazed, that I'm thinking, okay, can this golf course explode sometime? Is there a volcano that's still active out there?
Well, the golf course is definitely exploding. You can't get on the tee sheet right now, but but not because of a volcano. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot. So, and Tom Weiskopf's architect, Phil Smith, I think he said it great. He said in describing Black Desert, he said Kona meets Sedona.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can see that on the letterhead of your stationery. That's a
now you're going to have about, is it 6,000 rooms? It's going to be a monster resort.
It'll be about 3,000 rooms, which is 4 times larger than the current largest hospitality offering in the state of Utah.
And that's fabulous.
And how many, you're going to have one course? You're going to have multiple golf courses?
Well, let's just put it this way. We have one 19-hole course right now, and we are in the process of possibly acquiring another one. Let's just say nearby, and also building 3 more. And so the goal is for us to have 5 to 7 golf courses, with Black Desert being of course, the main resort course.
So how many acres
does your... the new Bandon Dunes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How many acres does your company own out there?
Well, we have about 700 acres, but we're looking to partner just a few minutes down the road with, let's just say, some folks that have a much more substantial piece of property than we have.
Okay. Well, good for you and good for them. I'm sure it'll end up as a lovely destination for people. I was shocked when I saw the visuals. I was shocked when I saw there was a new PGA Tour event. I mean, that just really doesn't happen very often, as you know.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and LPGA is going to play there also?
That's right. First week of May of 2025. And, I'm actually more passionate about the LPGA Tour coming than I am the PGA Tour, for reasons I'm happy to explain.
Okay. Explain away.
Well, we got the LPGA first. And we were told that was impossible, that people in the state, the governor, other people have tried to get the LPGA here. And we, of course, got it. And then, but there was never a Black Desert before. So that was obviously the game changer. Then about 30 days later, I called the PGA Tour, and, they laughed, but I convinced them to come take a look. And after they took a look, they said, yeah, this is, we got to make this work.
They saw what I saw in the pictures. They just went, oh, that's amazing.
Exactly. So, but then as I started to learn a lot about the two tours, I've always been pro women. So when I developed my first resort when I was 19, and always had more women than men. And, so I was always pro women. And then when we got the LPGA tour, I became passionate about women, because I was like, we have a platform now that we can actually do something to make change and have an impact beyond just our property. And so then as I started working a lot with the PGA and the LPGA and understanding how the two tournaments work, it was disturbing to me how much you have to do for the women for the men that you don't have to do for the women, and most people choose not to do it. And there was such a disparity. I'm not even talking about purse. I'm talking about like men, you have to give courtesy vehicles. And this is a quote. Somebody said, women, you can give them a 10% discount to enterprise. And so I went from pro women to passionate about women to now I got pissed off. And so
welcome to my world.
So I told everybody, we are going to make a big difference here. And I'll just share with you, I'll skip to the end. I wanted to do something that's never been done before on the LPGA. And ultimately, I wanted to do something even that had never been done on the PGA Tour. So last week, after months of working on it, I was able to secure a deal with SkyWest Airlines. And a couple days before our tournament starts, the women are at a major in Houston, the Chevron. And we are sending 8 jets to Houston to pick all the field up and a +1, and flying them all here privately on us. And then they'll stay at the resort for free, and we will take really, really good care of them. And then we have a purse announcement that we're about to release pretty soon that'll be larger than any purse of a non-major by quite a sum. So we're really looking forward to really rolling out the red carpet and showing the women that they're loved and appreciated and respected, and we're stepping up and showing them that we see them.
No, you're going to have the best field on the LPGA tour once the players hear about all this.
Yeah,
you're set. That you're going to be an instant biggie.
Well, I think so. They will have to step up its game every now and again too. I mean, you're giving them a new bar to aspire to.
That's the goal.
If you don't, the old saying, if you don't see it, you can't be it. Whether it's for men or for women, for little boys, for little girls, whatever. And so when you show people how it can be done and where it can be done, then other tournaments will say, hey, we want to do that. And they will.
That's the goal, is to set a new bar.
Super. I'm excited.
Can you go back in time a little bit before this resort existed? Who found the land, and who thought, how did it come about? Who thought, hey, this can be a resort? Or, it could have just been housing. It could have been anything. How did this all get discovered, so to speak?
Yeah, so I'm a resort developer, and I've done, let's just say, over 100 resorts, and I've only ever done resorts, no other type of property. And somebody told me I should go check out Entrada, which is next door to us, Entrada at Snow Canyon Country Club. And because this land at one time was part of the Entrada project, but what they really meant was the Black Desert land that's now Black Desert. And I just said, okay, I'll go check out Entrada. Where is it? And they said, it's in St. George. And I said, okay, where's St. George? And they said, it's in Utah. And I said, well, where's Utah? And of course I was kidding. I'd done stuff in Park City. But I agreed, and I flew out here, and I was living in the Florida Keys, and that was in 2004. And I stood out on the land where our resort center is now built. And I was standing there with my wife, and I said, I am suffocating under the pressure of the overwhelming feeling that we're supposed to sell everything and move here. This is where we're supposed to be. And she said, why? And I said, I don't know. And she was like, well, you're going to try harder than that.
Yeah, you need a better reason.
Right. So I put the land under contract in 2004. Several months later, I convinced her to sell everything and move here. And so I've been here for 20 years. And what struck me immediately was that, we have 6 million visitors that come here every year. That's twice the amount of tourism as Park City. Yet we have no resort, not one resort, and we don't have a there. So when people go on a hike, it's like their options are, I can go eat, and then what? So
Yeah.
the first idea was to create this boardwalk where there's, multiple, like 10 or 15. There'll be ultimately 24 restaurants at Black Desert.
Oh,
No chains, all chef driven, all diverse culinary. We want to make this a culinary destination, but the boardwalk is a place of community. It's a place of music, of shopping and restaurants and cobblestone streets and no cars. It's like Main Street USA, but it's designed as think of a modern contemporary European village, but with no cars. And so the buildings are on either side, cobblestone. The reason there's no cars is that unlike Las Vegas, where you go up the escalator, over the road, down the escalator to go from one block to the next block, here we make the cars go under. So it's a pedestrian bridge that are all flat, no stairs, no escalators, so it's all just a leisurely stroll.
very cool idea. It's like
I've been to St.
golf
George.
cart.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. I've been to St. George. I played golf at Sand Hollow and the other links course in Hurricane, which is aptly named. And just driving there from Mesquite, you go through this unbelievable gorge that is like right out of Indiana Jones. What an area! And what you're saying about no resort there, I was looking for like some place to go or some place to stay, and it's like a Fairfield Inn, or they're just there. Something was missing there, and I didn't realize what it was at the time. But as soon as you said this a minute ago, it's like, yeah, that's what was missing.
Yeah, we're basically, think of it as, I've lived all over the country, and all the best things that I experienced across the country that we don't have here, we're building Black Desert to fulfill all of those things that are most amazing things I've seen from around the country.
So a little like Carmel, a little like La Jolla, a little like Palm Desert, a little like Key West, except no water.
Yep. We have lakes.
Yeah, you can build lakes.
Isn't St. George like one of the top retirement communities also in the country, or most popular?
Yeah, well, it's been in the top. It's been either the fastest growing metropolitan in the country, or second for like 16 straight years. So wow. It kind of used to be known as a retirement community, and I think now it's become more of just adventure and wellness, and people are moving here because of the outdoor. Just the whole outdoor experience that we have here is really pretty unparalleled.
Well, when we see this tournament on TV, Patrick, tell me one hole that's going to stand out where we're going to go, holy crap, look at that.
Yeah, you know what? I hear this every single day, that every single hole is that hole. There is not a bad hole, but I would say probably on television, for people who have never been here before, 13. If you're looking from the tee box up 13, you're looking across two beautiful lakes and a great combination of fairways and white bunkers and lava flow. But you're looking right into the main attraction, which is called Snow Canyon, which is Snow Canyon State Park. So our land abuts Snow Canyon State Park, and it's the #1 rated state park in Utah. And so just taking in the fairways, the lakes, the lava, and the red cliffs, and then the white in the middle that is Snow Canyon State Park, it's probably the hole on television. I can tell you that our golf carts, because they're GPS, we track how long it takes people to tee off from each tee box, and 16 just day after day after day is the longest one, and it's because we always are seeing people take selfies on 16. So, but #3, short par 3 is like Riviera. We have where Tom Weiskopf designed a bunker in the green, in the middle of the green. So there's some very cool iconic holes.
Well, Tom Weiskopf has been known as a very artistic, so I guess would be a way to say it, golf course designer, and still providing challenges for golfers and still making it very playable.
Yeah, I know it's a cliche. Everybody says this, but but he really did take it to heart, this being his final course as well. But he really took it to heart that this is going to be a resort course first, but designed to be a PGA Tour course. So the design of it is will be challenging for the pros, but still very, very, very playable for the resort guest. We have generous fairways, but I don't think the pros are going to call it easy.
Well, one way to be immortal is to design a couple of challenging holes, so golfers are going, "Curse you, Weiskopf! You got me again."
Did he put in one of his drivable par fours for you?
Yeah. He did, and we do. One of the things I love about is when the public comes up with things rather than us coming up with whatever the idea is. I was out on the golf course like 4 straight days and heard, like 6 or 7 different groups yelling after they teed off, yelling "Lava Love." And I went over to somebody and said, "What is lava love? I don't even know." And they said, "Well, when your ball's heading toward the lava, everybody yells "Lava Love" so that you get a favorable bounce." And I was like, we didn't even come up with that.
Well, you hit your ball in the lava, it's not playable. It generally, I mean,
in the lava.
Solid rock. Is there a local rule on what to do if your ball's in the lava?
It's just like it went in the lake.
Okay.
That's bad. You don't want to go into the lava though. It's sharp. You can get scrapes and cuts and bruises and all kinds of ugliness by being in the lava.
I was with a CBS anchor golfing, and we were on the par 3 8, and he hit a terrible shot, far left, really long, and he yelled "Lava Love," and it bounced straight up in the air backward and landed like 8 feet from the hole. And so
wow!
You sometimes get a good bounce.
Does that work at other golf courses?
Yeah, that's got to be, first of all, that's got to be a logo and a sweatshirt or a T-shirt in the shop. "Lava Love." That's got to be on a hat.
Yeah, well, yes, and it's going to be the name of our coffee shop in the lobby of the hotel.
Okay.
I don't know about right now. I'm just like, I've got to book a flight out there. You're not that far from Las Vegas, obviously. It's what is it? Maybe 2 hours?
Hour and 45 minutes from
hour 45 minutes. Everything you're saying makes me want to come out there. But the tour event, by the way, the PGA Tour is going to be there October 10 to 13. In case people, I sure hope they've got the blimp coming in, or they better have some drone cameras, because it sounds like that's going to be spectacular to have one of those there. For sure. Yes, that's the plan. So where do you live? I live in Pittsburgh. Lava Love's not really a saying here. Yeah. We got Pittsburgh speak where, you say "get out" for get out, get out, downtown, so we don't Lava Love. No, we don't have anything like that. All right.
I live in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay.
You know where that is?
I do. My first resort was that I did was in St. Augustine Beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've got October open, Patrick. I'm going to look at some dates. You've got my blood flowing here just hearing about this. I can't wait to watch the tournament on TV.
Me either.
Maybe I need to come out and cover it. I don't know. That's an even better idea. But Black Desert Resort, Black Desert Championship, it's going to be special. And then the ladies are going to come back in May, and they're going to get treated first class. This is going to be some kind of you're really going to be a destination for a lot of things. So thanks for putting this together, Patrick. It sounds amazing. Awesome. Appreciate your time, and I look forward to having you out whenever you're ready to come. Okay. Well, I've got your phone number. I'm calling you. Okay. Sounds good, Gary. Thanks for being here today,
the teas already. He can't wait to get out there.
Awesome.